Anyone can buy property. The real flex is protecting it from the lawsuits, the taxes, and I wish I'd have known better moments. Enter the LLC. Today, I'll walk you through exactly how to deed your property to your LLC like a professional, no legal headaches required. Let's dive in. Why even bother? We need to quickly first cover why you should transfer your rental property into an LLC in the first place. The short answer, liability protection. The long answer, imagine your rental property's tenant decides to try gymnastics and ends up suing you after a spectacular tumble. Uh-oh. If the property is in your personal name, your personal assets, yes, including that shiny Tesla in your driveway, could be at risk. We definitely don't want that. And with an LLC, the lawsuit generally stays with the LLC, generally leaving your personal assets untouched. An LLC can also help with estate planning, separating finances, and sometimes even tax benefits. It's like giving your property a legal bodyguard, minus the shades and the earpiece. Okay, now that we know why it's important to put your rental property into an LLC, let's go over all of the steps to do this one by one. Step 1. Form your LLC. Before you can even think about deeding your property, you need a real LLC. That means filing with your state, paying the fees, and deciding on a stylish name. Some states require an operating agreement, which is a document that acts like a rule book for how your LLC runs. But even if you're the only member, it's still important to have one. It's like showing everyone, including the courts, that your LLC is a real, fully functioning legal entity, not just a paper placeholder. Step number 2, check your mortgage or face the wrath of your bank. You can't just flip the property title like a pancake. If you have a mortgage, transferring the deed can trigger what's called a due on sale clause. This means your lender could potentially demand full repayment immediately when you try to move the title from your personal name to your LLC. I have never seen a due on sale actually happen. Most lenders aren't out to ruin your day. It's essential to check your loan documents regardless of such. Some savvy people refinance the property in the LLC's name, which might be an option for you, but others get written permission from their bank to transfer the deed. Now, in either case, don't skip this step unless you enjoy surprise phone calls from your mortgage company. Trust me, they are not fun. Step number 3, draft the deed. Now comes the actual transfer part. The type of deed you use matters. Warranty deeds, quick claim deeds, special purpose deeds. These are the 3 deeds you need to do research on. There are many different types of deeds. Of course, Karlton Dennis is going to break it down for you. For most personal to single member LLC transfers, a quit claim deed is going to be the best option. It essentially says, I'm transferring my ownership interest to my LLC without making any guarantees beyond that. It's quick, simple, and usually sufficient for internal transfers. But if you're transferring with a mortgage, selling to someone else later, or transferring to a multi-member LLC, a warranty deed may be the better option. What a warranty deed provides is full guarantees that the grantor legally owns the property, that the title is clear of claims or liens, and that the grantor will defend the grantee against any future title disputes. But here's a pro tip. Don't just Google a template and scribble your signature in red ink. A real estate attorney or even a title company ensures the deed is drafted correctly, legally binding, and won't cause headaches down the line. Now, you should go the extra mile to work with a professional who can help you through the entire process so it's stress-free for you. This is certainly not something that you want to mess up. Step number 4, sign, notarize, and deliver. You're almost there. Once your deed is drafted, it needs to be signed. It needs to be notarized. It needs to be delivered. Signing is straightforward. You and the property owner sign it. Notarization, that's where the notary public verifies that everything is legit. This is making sense? So this is the basis of how we transfer properties into LLCs. Delivery typically means filing it with your county's recorder office, ensuring your LLC is officially appearing as the owner in the public records when people go to do research. Step number 5 is to update your insurance. Oh, you thought you didn't have to do that. Your property insurance needs to be updated too. If the policy still lists you personally as the owner, the insurance company might have the legal right to deny claims if an incident occurs. Ha ha ha, Karlton's got your back. So please contact your insurer and update the owner to your LLC's name. This step also gives you an opportunity to review your coverage, maybe even save some money on it, and avoid that awkward moment where your fire insurance doesn't cover a fire because the deed says your LLC's name, not your name. Step number 6, mind the taxes. Transferring your property doesn't magically eliminate taxes. Usually, a property transfer to a single member LLC you control is a disregarded entity for tax purposes, meaning it won't create new federal taxes, but depending on your state, you may encounter transfer taxes or transfer fees. Check your local regulations. And remember, when your LLC eventually sells the property, capital gains tax still applies. So this isn't a magical tax-free forever trick. It's a smart legal structure. We do have other real estate strategies that can help you cut your tax bill by 50 to 100% if that's something that you're interested in. For example, you can check out this video right here where I break down some of these concepts down in detail. Now moving back on. Step number 7, keep your records as squeaky clean as possible. Once the deed is recorded, keep copies in your LLC's files, your personal files, and maybe even that safe that you have hidden somewhere in your garage. But good record keeping ensures your LLC is treated as a separate legal entity. Failure to have good record keeping means that there could be a piercing of your corporate veil. Courts care about evaluating liability protection. If you accidentally mix up personal and LLC funds, suddenly your protection might start to get a little dicey. So treat your LLC like a separate world with its own finances, its own bank accounts, and its own paperwork. Step number 8. Celebrate. Once everything is filed, insured, recorded, you've officially moved your property into your LLC. Let's go. Let's go. Take a moment to breathe. Maybe even have a small celebration. You earned it. You did it. Not everybody knows how to do this stuff. It's not easy. So taking legal protection one step further is what I want you to do next. For many real estate investors, transferring property into an LLC that is based in the state is good. That's a great first step. However, more sophisticated investors are doing different things than you. They want to take their legal protection even farther. One option is thinking about that Wyoming LLC acting as a parent company to your holding company. Karlton, why would we go to Wyoming? Well, Wyoming laws provide particularly strong protections for LLC owners. One of the key features is charging order protection. In simple terms, this means if you have a Wyoming parent company LLC that owns the other LLCs for your real estate, creditors can't force a sale. Their recovery is technically limited. They cannot step in to control the LLC in the event of a lawsuit. They may only receive distributions, if any, after the fact. Ha ha ha, who does that give control to? You and I. For a real estate investor, that means if one rental property hits a claim, such as a tenant injury, a lawsuit, a contract dispute, anything, the ripple effect can be contained rather than dragging down your entire investment portfolio, your personal assets. Guys, this is why many real estate investors love the state of Wyoming. They love the state of Alaska, Ohio, and Delaware. Wyoming also has no state income tax, and it doesn't require public disclosure of LLC members in most cases. These are also great benefits. Now, the legal protections of Wyoming's charging order protection entities are so strong that at my company, Tax Alchemy, we use them all the time for our real estate investor clients. We absolutely love them. Now, another thing that we tend to optimize for here at Tax Alchemy is making sure that our clients don't have more than 2 million of assets in any one holding company LLC that holds the property. So if the value of the property in an LLC goes over 2 million, we will set up a new holding company LLC. All of the holding companies are overseen by that Wyoming COPE LLC that I was talking about. This strategy contains losses and prevents losses from one property for spilling over to all of your other properties. If you want to learn more about how this works, you can get in touch with my team by booking a consultation, or you can follow me and learn more from the videos that I put out. We are here to support you with that. Here's some common pitfalls I want you to avoid. You need to remember the process of transferring the title of your rental property to your LLC will not automatically be smooth sailing. It never is. In fact, many people make mistakes. Why? Because they rush this or not paying attention to certain things in the process, and they find out about a title transfer fee later and they're like, oh snap, I got to pay that. So some common mistakes I see is including to fail to check the mortgage, mixing personal and LLC funds, not recording the deed properly, or assuming the LLC automatically protects you from all risks. Those are like the common ones I see. Liability protection works best when the LLC is properly structured, properly maintained. That's simple. Now, another trap is thinking that your LLC shields you from all lawsuits. If you personally commit negligence, an LLC won't save you, guys. It's like locking your front door but leaving the windows wide the hell open. You're safer, but not invincible. I cannot stress this enough. You need to consult with a real estate attorney, a real estate tax professional like Tax Alchemy, or a title company to make sure you don't make any key errors. Now, LLCs and partnerships. If you have an LLC that has multiple members, things get a little trickier. You also need to ensure everyone agrees to the property's transfer. You're gonna have to update the operating agreement, and you're gonna need to make sure that possible accounts for gift taxes, if members are contributing property, are taken into consideration. Single member LLCs are a lot simpler. It's just you, but multi-member structures require extra planning. Looking towards the future is important. If you're planning to buy more properties in the future, it can make sense to buy it under your LLC in the first place, as opposed to buying it in your individual name and transferring the title and deed to your LLC after the fact. Here's why. 1, you won't have to jump through all of the legal hoops that I just talked about in this video. It literally saved you 15 minutes right there. Next, I discussed earlier, such as potential dealing with due on sale clauses or dealing with all of your bank's rules for transferring property from your personal to an LLC. It also makes you look and operate more like a serious investor with cleaner finances, cleaner accounting, a professional structure that courts respect. That matters. And guess what? It also matters to your tenant. By forming your LLC, checking your mortgage, drafting the deed correctly, notarizing it, recording it, and doing everything else I mentioned in this video, you will build a fortress around your property. A fortress that's legal, strategic, and yes, clever at the same time. Remember, real estate isn't just about owning property, it's about owning it wisely. The best real estate investors are incredibly sharp when it comes to the nuances of owning property, and you should be too. That's all I got for today's video. As you guys know, we love putting out content for you. Like, comment, subscribe if you love our channel. If you love what we do here at Tax Alchemy, we're here to help you save more money and build a portfolio of your dreams. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.